Hey, 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 happy Monday, Facebook friends. Good morning, it's Carolyne Rodrigues, and it's noon on Magical Monday. So I'm here to share some of my insights into the things that have been happening in my world in the last week. So if you're tuning in, say hello, where you're tuning in from. The weather has certainly turned a little bit chilly, so there's a bit of a nip in the air. I headed to the gym this morning, got my workout in my office, ready to get into productivity. So say hello if you're tuning in. Now, I know I've been doing my Facebook Live, sometimes from my Carolyne Rodrigues coach page and sometimes from my personal page. So some of you who are getting to know the familiar terrain, I'm coming to you today from my Carolyne Rodrigues coach page. So some of you will be seeing this in live time, some of you will be seeing this in replay time. Whichever way you're hearing me, I hope that the message that I bring is of value to you and something that you will be able to employ yourself and that you can share with those people in your sphere of influence who are experiencing the same issue. So this morning, hey Dawn, nice to see you from California. Awesome. And I love how people find me here, and I just love connecting with new people. So welcome, Dawn. All right, guys, today I want to talk about why is it so darn hard to create change in our life. So this last week, I joined a new gym and I've run into some people who are just frustrated with their ability to create the results that they're looking for. And they look at me and they say, well, Carolyne, it's so easy for you. Well, my friends, I gotta tell you, this is a 20-year journey that I have been on where change was something that was an absolute foreign entity to me, right? So everywhere I was reading that there's all this great advice, right, on the internet about how you can change your life for the better, right? And I used to, okay, here, I'll do it, roll my eyeballs thinking, there's no way I can do that, or it's too hard, because my brain was hardwired for excuse making, right? And I'm going to give myself a break because I thought I had this book. It's called some new teeth. Cyber. I'll have to come back to it. And it's all about the neural pathways that your brain has created and ways to think. Cybernetics. There you go. It's coming to me, right? And so our brains have created these pathways of regiment. And when you try to create a new pathway, there's going to be resistance. Right? So excuses always come up, and then what happens with excuses? After the excuse comes the regret, right? So when you attempt to make a change, let's think about New Year's resolutions, right? It sticks for a short time and then we fall back into those old patterns. I don't know if anybody experiences that. That was me. And many of you are familiar with the fact that my issue for the longest time was all around the notion of exercise, right? Forever, I was one of those people. I was a size 2, size 4. I could eat anything, drink anything. I didn't really exercise, and there was no apparent result in my body. And then all of a sudden at 49, boom, all those bad habits seem to just catch up with me. And I'm like, oh my God. So where was I? I just made some notes here so I can stick to my track of thinking. So New Year's resolutions, you make promises to yourself, you make the list, all the things that you're going to change, all of the things that you're going to do different in the year. And oftentimes September is like the new January, right? We've kind of fell off the wagon in the months of June, July, and August, living life to, abandon barbecues, this, that, and then September comes around and we're like, okay, we're going to get back on track. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, why is this so hard? Because we regress to our old patterns and habits, and now it's creating those pathways in our brains to say, oh, I got to get back to that habit, right? So let me think about this, right? So why is it so hard for us to make changes in behaviors and beliefs and thought patterns and make it last? And again, I'll say it's your trusty old brain that is there to protect you. It's also there to sometimes hold you back. So we need a little bit of what I call a toolkit to create those new pathways, right? So think about water, you guys. Water, when it flows down a mountain, right, it creates a crevice. And so water, when it's coming down the mountain, makes that crevice deeper and deeper and deeper. And so it takes the path of least resistance. So your brain waves, you've got to create these new pathways, these new ways of thinking that will, oh, hey, Mom, there's my mom, Yvonne. She's here on Monday mornings at noon. So, hey, Mom, we're talking about creating new healthy habits, right? How to create change in our life because, yeah, for most of us, change is difficult. So I'm talking about a toolkit. So here are some of my ideas for you to put in your toolkit, things that I've used for myself. How did I go from someone who made excuses all the time about not being able to exercise? It's too hard. I don't know what to do. I feel like, I joined a gym. I joined a gym and paid annual membership, and I think I went like twice. So, I felt good because I found a way to make myself feel good about it. I contributed to the economy, but I didn't do anything to help myself. So looking at how do you create, first of all, it's identifying what is it you want to change, right? Because until you identify it, it ain't gonna happen. So number one, identify the thing that you want to change. If it's your weight, identify it, and then set a clear goal. How much weight do I want to lose? And make sure that the behaviors that you want to create or the thing that you want to create is very specific, it's measurable, and it's something that you believe you can achieve. So let's say like a good, a lovely gal, Cindy, who's usually on here, she wanted to lose 100 pounds. Well, she needed a game plan. So first, she set the goal. Right? The goal is that's the long-term goal, to release those 100 pounds. The short-term goal is where you're making it specific and measurable. It could be, hey, I want to let go of 10 pounds this month. So it's specific. You can measure it, and I got to tell you how you're going to measure it. So I'll go back to exercising. So for myself, I used to write out these affirmations of, why is it so easy for me to exercise 5 times a week? And I wasn't exercising at all because remember, I was in excuse mode, right? It takes too long to get to the gym. I don't know what to do. It's too hard. My body hurts when I work out. So I'd write that affirmation card and then I would roll on the floor laughing, right? Because it was too big a goal. So I set myself a goal, and I think I've shared this with you guys before, to crunch that down, right? And it's for me, it was a matter of saying, gosh, can I work out 1 time a week? And I don't know if you guys, I'm dating myself, when we used to do the 20-minute workout. So I'd say, all right, I'm going to work out for 20 minutes once this week, because I got to get in the game, right? I can set myself big goals about I'm going to work out 3 to 5 times a week, and you just never get to it. So 1 time a week, and I had a little CD program that I would pop into my player, and I would do that program, and it was a program that was put together by the company owner that I work with, and it was a beginner, intermediate, and advanced program. So I started with the beginner program, and I'll tell you, after about 5 minutes, you guys, oh my God, I felt like I was gonna cough up a lung. But I said, I'm going to do that. So after I did it the first time that week, I was motivated to repeat it. So that week I actually worked out twice. I'm taking you back 5 years. And so now that was specific. I picked what I was going to do. I calendared it in terms of, I looked at my calendar and when I could do that, and then I actually got it done. And the first time you do it, trust me, it's going to be hard, right? And I don't usually say that. It's going to be a challenge, whatever word you want to do. It's different, because your brain is not hardwired to do these things. You know, that's why we talk about the comfort zone, why so many people live in here versus live out here, right? Because you're creating these new neural pathways that it's like water, you know, trying to redirect the water channel down that mountain. You got to like chip away. You got to create a, you know, the entry point. So do it once and then see, oh, my nose is itchy. Oh, what does that mean? You're going to get money when your nose is itchy? Or is it friends are coming to call? Hey, Linda, what is it? Anyhow, got an itchy nose. So am I telling the truth? I'm giving you my experience, you guys. So if you're beginning an exercise routine, pick a time, pick a date, and what exactly it is you're going to do. All right? And one of the things that helped me is having an accountability buddy. Because I know when you're trying to do something new, it always helps to have somebody else to say, hey, you want to come do this with me? Especially going to the gym, you guys. And ladies, we know all about this. We can't even go to the bathroom ourselves, right? It's like, who wants to go to the ladies' room? So get yourself an accountability partner, somebody who will hold you up, somebody who will make you feel good about your choices, and, you know, do it together, right? I started this group of gals, and there's only 4 of us, and sometimes it's 2, and sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's all 4, and we go, you know, we call it walking and praying on Saturday morning, right? It's my Bible study group, and we just thought, well, it's nice here, beautiful outdoors, why don't we go outdoors? So Saturday mornings, it's a new routine I created for myself, but I have some accountability partners. Because if I say I want to go walking on Saturday morning, get out the door, well, maybe it's kind of drizzly or cloudy, or I don't feel like doing it. But when you're going to meet with somebody else, you'll get it done, right? So give me a thumbs up if that's resonating with you guys, right? Let's say you're trying to eat healthier. That's also a challenge for me, because I could, as I said, I could eat anything, anytime, anywhere, and I never gained a pound. And all of a sudden, it's like, it seems like everything I eat, everything, you know, it just goes right to my rear end and my belly. Anybody else experience that? Right? So how do I create these healthy habits? Well, again, I had a friend. I saw her results. I was like, whoa, how did that happen? Now, she told me, and guess what? My old brain, neural pathways created there was like, oh, that's too hard for you, Carolyne. You can't do it. You know, the monkey mind, all of that stuff. So I poo-pooed her for about 3 months. And then I saw her 3 months later, and I'm like, whoa, that's whatever it is you're doing really works. And she goes, yes. And so I'm like, get me that stuff. So that was my first entry into intermittent fasting and replacing some unhealthy meals, some things that and actually it was adding in. I never ate breakfast. I never ate anything till noon, right? I had a coffee or something, whatever, chocolate. I ate chocolate for breakfast. And then I wondered why I was putting on weight. So I employed a system that would help me make decisions throughout the day to create some new habits around eating, right? So I had 2 protein shakes a day, and then I only had to make 1 meal, which is really handy. And as a flight attendant, I'd get on a flight. You guys, I'd be doing 17-hour flights where there's only bad food on the airplane. Sorry to disappoint, in case some of you are thinking you're getting gourmet food. No gourmet food on the airline. And so I was also eating, you know, all those little snacky things that we serve passengers, and wondering why I was gaining weight. So preparation is key to success. So cooking some meals ahead of time, right? So I want to thank my mom. She gave me some really great recipes to make stuffed eggplant. So I don't just make 2, I make like a whole whack of them, and then I freeze a bunch of them. And oh my goodness, it's so easy when it comes dinner time. I can just take out the prepared food, let it thaw out, and then just cook up some healthy veggies to have with it. So if you're looking to create some healthier eating habits, and not eat the bad stuff, first of all, don't buy it. Don't bring it into your house. And second of all, when it comes time to eat and you don't have anything prepared, guess what? You're gonna reach for the processed food. You're gonna reach for the stuff that doesn't serve you. So prepare Sundays. I know my mom used to do a lot of cooking on Sundays for the family, right? So Sundays, cook for half of the week, and then Wednesday, cook for the other half of the week, right? So preparation is key. Now, my friend Lori Clark, she also taught me how to have some healthy snacks in the fridge, because I thought a healthy snack was, well, I won't tell you, besides my chocolates, right? So when she was here, she cut up cucumbers, and she cut up peppers, and she put them in these neat little glasses that I have in water, and put them in the fridge. Some radishes, put them in some water, cut them up and clean them all up. So when I'm hungry, now I'm reaching for some already prepared cut up peppers with some hummus or some guacamole. That's a great snack, right? A rice cake or whatever with some peanut butter. So she taught me how to have some healthy snacking that would actually benefit the work that I was doing in reducing and having 2 meal replacements a day. So preparation was key, right? And the other thing I want, and why is preparation key? Because it keeps you from failing, right? Failing is okay. You can fall off the wagon and have a bad snack once in a while, but use the 80-20 rule. But don't set yourself up by trying to be perfect, right? There are some days where I don't get it right? There are some days that it's a rare thing that I don't have 1 protein shake a day, because I just know how my body feels. But that's okay. Sundays are typically that day, right? Know that there'll be days where you can accomplish and have success at this new thing that you're attempting to change, and know there'll be some days, like as I said, you'll do them well, and other days you'll fall off the wagon. But guess what, guys? Just get back on the wagon and commit to the thing that you said you wanted to do, right? What is that 1 or 2 goals? Not the big New Year resolution list. 1 or 2 things you want to affect change in your life, and you'll start to create those new neural pathways in your brain where there's less resistance. Okay, anybody agree? Just give me a thumbs up, you guys. Is this making sense? Right? Is this something you think you can do? If you're listening to this in replay time, just say, thank you, Caroline, that's something I can do. Or thank you, I'm going to take that on, right? Because I was always seeking advice, but oftentimes I'd listen to the advice and then my old brain would take me back to my little comfort zone of doing things the wrong way, and then being miserable about it. So just pick 1 thing, you guys, 1 thing. And we have a 30-day plan. Well, for some people, they need a 1-week plan. Some people need a 1-day plan, right? So what is it that you want to change? How badly do you want that change? And what are you willing? My friend Pat, I spent the weekend with her. She said, and what are you going to do about that, right? So you can want it, but what are you going to do about it? So you've decided what you want. You've set a goal. You got your accountability partner. You're making a realistic plan, right? I now work out with ease 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and oftentimes on Saturday I'm in the gym. I don't even think about it, you guys. I get up in the morning, I just put my workout clothes on. If it's a Monday, workout clothes are going on. So I'm already training my brain, you got to get to the gym, right? And then I have my morning routine where I have my greens and a bulletproof coffee, and then I'm out the door, I do my fasted cardio, and then I have my, I do my weights, and then I have my shake. So for me, it's now becoming, how did I create that change? By doing it once, then doing it a second time, doing it a third time, employing an accountability partner, having a coach, right? All of these things will help you to create success. So the plan is, what's my goal? What am I going to do about it? When am I going to do that thing that I say I'm going to do, right? So, okay. The third thing I want to share with you is avoid making too many changes at once. That confuses the brain, it overwhelms us, and we regress back to that the comfort zone, the thing that, this is just easier. I was talking to a lady, she's a little bit older than me, and she said, well, at my age, I just say to myself, this is it, and just go ahead and have the ice cream, or just go ahead and have the whatever. But you have to decide for yourself. Your age has nothing to do with it. That's part of the excuse thing. It's how do you want your body to work? How long do you want your body to stay in a place of optimal, radical, ridiculous, wonderful health? It's got nothing to do with your age, you guys. Throw that out the window. That's your old patterns talking to you. Decide what you want. Whatever your age is, I'm 78, 88, 64. How do I want my body to operate? Because it's not working the way it did when I was 20. So finding that channel that works for me, right? So again, avoid taking on too many things. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to go on this, throw out the diet thing. I'm going to eat right. I am going to get rid of this. So make the list short, right? So that you can actually see that you're making progress, right? And to make change, you first have to start with changing yourself, in the sense of stop beating yourself up, stop feeling guilty about what you didn't accomplish in the past, stop working from a place, and I hate to use the word stop, but sometimes we have to stop doing those things, living in fear, living in desperation, living in guilt, because there's nothing fun about that. And I know I will not get to my goal when I'm constantly beating myself up. The last thing I want to share with you is changing that behavior pattern. And how do you go from being this, this was me, negative excuse maker, to somebody who is positive change maker, is to remind yourself of the successes that you are having. Because it's human nature to beat ourselves up. It's human nature to say things like, oh, you're so stupid, I can't believe you did that. Well, stop that. Stop it. Actually, I got myself a little, I don't know if this works. So when I do something well, I got this.
That was easy.
So when I do something well.
That was easy.
Okay, who loves this? I got this from Staples, right? So stop blaming yourself. Stop complaining. Get rid of the negative statements. Find every day, ask yourself, what one thing did I do well? I went to the gym today.
That was easy.
Right? And so you're raising your vibration, make you feel good, and you will repeat that behavior pattern that's going to get you to that one change you want to make in your life, right? And the last thing I want to leave you with is be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. We're kind to other people. We're not kind to ourselves, right? So I hope this has helped you guys. It's my Magical Monday tip for you. How to make change, how to make the change you want instead of talking about how hard it is, right? It's just taking little steps. Yeah, and that was easy. You like that button, Linda? Yeah, awesome. So guys, make it a magical week. One day at a remember, one day at a time. Be kind to yourself. If you found this valuable and you're in a group, feel free to share it there. Connect with me on my my website, CarolynRodrigues.com, CAROLYNE, Rodrigues with an S.com. I'll be happy to, if you want some one-on-one time with me, I'll be happy to share that with you as well. So happy Monday, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.